you and stuff.
That ain't never been the problem. You not being able to hear me.
You see, she already starting with me, people.
You started
You
with
see,
me
she
first of all.
already started.
Latika. I'm sitting here quiet, listening to Joy
Okay.
admit how unself-aware she is.
Oh, look. See, we starting already, y'all. But y'all ready for this? Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girls, Callie, Montique, and Dr. Joy PhD. And we are here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville episode To Be or Not to Be at Peace. So, while we share it out to a couple of groups, Joy, can you share it to your cousin group? I never can do that.
Okay.
And I'll share it to a few groups and tag a few people. We will start talking about the episode. Let's rate it while we do this. So, Callie, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate? Was it Sunday, Saturday, whatever day episode?
I enjoyed this episode. I would give it an 8.
Good. What about you, Joyisha? I don't know why I want to call you that.
What show we on? Which
Huntsville, because she got Potomac on her mind. That's
right.
it.
I literally have Potomac.
She does, yeah.
So what was this episode about? Okay, yeah, I think it was a good episode, and I tell you why. It's because of stuff.
Okay, can we get what'd you say? Tik 7.
How do you know what I'm gonna say? I love you. You be in my head
since we separated. Okay, Joy, why'd you like it?
I liked it because of Stormy, and I'll go into we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I would give it about an 8, and it's only because I'm just seeing a pattern is something that I think I like.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope so because hold on, I give it a 6. I hope so because y'all not gonna be ready for me. For which one, Potomac or this one?
Or both?
Probably both. Knowing Tori, honey, we ain't never ready for Tori, but we love her. All right, let me tag some people. So let me go. Did it do it? Yes. Okay, it's working. I'm making sure because people say they can't comment sometimes, so I always make sure it works before we start. All right, let's get to the notes of it all, ladies. Okay, I got too many shows on here. All right, everything we say is allegedly. It's our opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes only, people. So do not get in your feelings, and if you do not stay in them. Okay, because we just having fun. So this is what, and I think this is kind of what you were saying. So I wrote this note. Courtney had a confessional by himself. So I said, they gave Courtney a confessional by himself. They might be full-time next season. Because I don't think he had one by himself before. Did y'all notice that? That was the first note I wrote. And he was good in it. Like, I was invested in what he had to say this episode. I felt like, and we'll get into that, especially with the conversation.
He added balance to Mark.
Yeah, I did. Yep, that is. What do you think, Callie, about Courtney?
I like him a lot. He captured me. Just because I want to hear what he had to say, we don't get to hear a lot from him.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
you know what?
I thought it was
could be why, Callie, because we don't really get to hear from him. Why he caught my attention like that?
Right? Because initially I thought he was quiet, just like Ascal's husband, and we would never hear anything. So I was, he was good.
Yeah. Okay, that may be why. Because I mean, that's my first comment.
Did y'all notice the hair color changes? He went from red hair to black hair, his beard and everything.
No, now I got to go back.
He did. I'm gonna have to post some pictures.
Please, if you can get it, send it to me, and I'll show it on here.
Okay.
What did y'all think about the middle age pickup game?
I loved it.
So you know what? I had to be shady. So I saw Martell in his shorts. And I thought he was at a middle school pickup game and had on tank shorts, his son. But what did y'all think? Because they was very little. What did y'all think?
You know what? I didn't even notice his shorts.
Oh, look at the girl. He was at a middle school.
Too much. I thought you was gonna say he was at a middle school looking for a new girlfriend.
Now I'm not saying he a pedophile.
I said that's what I thought you were about to say.
Kelly, you know I'm shady, but I ain't that bad. Remember? Let's see.
I didn't even pay attention to what he had on.
Me either.
His knees are so black. I'm like, why's his knees so black? Okay.
Black.
Hello, Courtney. aka Big Sexy with Pretty Eyes. Oh, I never paid attention to Courtney like that.
Yeah. Oh my God, his eyes are beautiful. He
Really?
looks so much more like his son after you sit there and stare at him while he looked. Yeah, he's
Okay, can you send me a picture, Callie, in the group, and I want to put it
Yeah,
up because now I want
yeah.
to see if I need to lust after this woman's husband, like what's her name be doing after husbands.
Well, he has a pretty big belly, so he might not be too lustful, but
Now,
he still
that is
got.
true,
Okay.
but he still could shoot.
Okay.
But I love the shade.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, he made the baskets, right?
Girl, Stormy gonna find this video and cuss out.
You know it.
We love y'all, Stormy. We try
Look,
to make
look.
it full
And
time,
I'm
okay?
all for it. Let me send you my address for my Gucci, okay?
Okay, because it's
Mhm.
Gucci. It's
Yeah.
all Gucci over
Well,
here.
she ain't lying. I didn't even notice it, but somebody wrote this. She
To dye his hair.
Kelly, where is it?
Oh,
We don't
no,
want to be side chicks. We don't want male OD to give us a side chick of the year award. So we will not mess with your husband. We just
And we
saying,
we don't want Mel Nika to do it either because she was sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
we'll see. We
Sorry.
just bad. So another thing that they said, and they said this on two shows we watched. I saw like a kind of like a crossover with two shows, Married to Medicine, which we can do Wednesday if y'all want to or not. But the husband said at both things, even here on Huntsville, that guys at odds, and then the next day they're friends. Well, women don't forgive and forget like men. And it's evident in the show. Do y'all feel that way?
I think that's men in general.
Yeah.
I don't think men take things as personal as we do. We take it. I think we don't always process what was actually said a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of respond with how we felt.
Kind of like that game Stormy tried to play. What I said, what you heard, what I meant. Kind of like,
yeah. We focus too much on how we feel in these moments.
What did she say? Go back and answer my question. I'm interested in what Joyce thinks. What's your question? Are we gonna talk about that? I'm gonna show it in a minute when we talk about him and Marceau. I see it up there.
My iPad today. So
I'll see it in. I'm gonna show it to you in a minute. We're gonna get there in a sec. Oh Lord. Okay, so let's go on and get into it because I'm being mean.
Does her husband have eyes like her son?
Yes.
I need the picture. I don't
His
even
eyes
look like that.
It sounds weird, but his eyes remind me of looking at a bottle of Lowry seasoning.
What?
Red and spicy.
Yes.
Eyes might be like hazel with a little green. There's
the seasoning in it. Okay.
I had, but you know what? That just pops up. I have a baby that has hazel eyes.
Yeah, me too. But my eyes are pretty light too, but so is my child's. Yeah. And my mom's are too.
You can't see mine outside of natural lighting.
Mm-hmm.
I can see yours outside
of natural light, right?
It's like that too.
Yeah, because when Jordan was born, her eyes were blue. Then they turned gray, and then they turned like this color of fire. And I was like, "Oh my God, is she possessed?" And then they kind of, because I mean, they look scary. Gray. Yeah,
Amina's was gray. Her my girlfriend's son said her eyes like bullets.
Yeah, like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, 3-year-old know what bullets.
Yeah, well, I didn't know he was 3. But let's go to your question. So let's talk about Marceau and Courtney's conversation because Marceau, is it Marceau or Marceau? However you say his name. Mm-hmm. He when he heard Courtney wanted to invest, he like, pick me. So they sat down and they had this conversation about commercial real estate and how to do it. And so Tori's question is, her comment is, I like him, which is Courtney, and made me wonder why Marceau didn't go off on him like he did Big Lou. He don't know Marceau like that. What do you think? What's the difference? The difference was he wants to do business with this man. What y'all think?
Yeah, I think he does want to do business with him because he knows. Is that when he said that they've made $17 million? Yeah, he wants to do it because he knows he's dealing with somebody with some money. I'm just saying.
I think he may have a level of respect for them, but let's also be honest. Big Lou was a little aggressive, and I didn't understand it even while we was watching it. It didn't make sense to me that you're so insistent, even if he was true. You know, Courtney just gave his opinion and kept it moving. Like Lou had an opinion and was stuck in it. I didn't understand it.
Well,
like he was like, you can grow from me, you can learn from me, you can. It was weird. It was like you were flexing on something. Like he was a step above, like you should be able to listen to me. And Marceau obviously didn't have any respect for him because he was just like, because he may have had more respect for even Martell at the time. Not that he had a successful marriage, but that he knew him. I don't think they like them because I don't think they know them. And I think they think that this whole conversation about transparency, I think they think what I think, that they're being fake on TV.
Yeah, like, they are.
They feel that they're not like, because that's how I feel when I watch it. Every time she come off the screen, I think I literally roll my eyes. Like, I don't know who he had in front of him that he picked up.
So everybody said Marceau wants Courtney to invest, because I kind of agree with Tori a little bit, because he clearly told this man, you don't want to work with women. I mean, and I got something to say about that. Can I go on and say it?
Yeah.
So when Tish met with Martell, she sat down and she said, I'm the boss. I run this place. Yada, yada, yada. When Marceau sits down with Courtney, he said, we have roles. Tish is in the house. I run the business. Which one is it? Did they not get their story straight? What are they trying to do? Like, they tried to, I mean, what do y'all think? Because it was two separate stories, in my opinion.
Well, one thing is, we know for a fact the business is in her name. That's fact. That's not.
But she said that they were in the red until she started taking over. Okay. And now they're in the black. Remember, she was saying she does all this stuff now. Yeah, the business is in her name.
But she obviously was doing things before that we hear about. Like when they were in the middle of an argument. This is why I believe it to be true. And she was like, I sold a hotel to get that. To give him the rest, to buy y'all out so we can get scoped. So obviously she had money stored.
Yeah, it was in her. Yeah. Seems none of the men do good in business. That's true.
They were having a conversation. So she was like, I had to sell that apartment. It wasn't money that she could write a check on. They had property that she sold so they could buy them out of their business, whatever that was.
Right. So I get that. Yeah. But so they start out the season with her trying to get out of the house. Yeah. And then she kind of got out of the house. Well, so you think all of this was a front? What are you thinking?
I think partially.
Okay.
Nobody decides inadvertently to go to real estate school or to get, because you have to remember, what's that, second season? She had just got some license.
Yeah, that was the master's in real estate or something. Yeah. Right.
And then she didn't just get her license. She then pursued an additional master's degree in this same area. She has plans. That just has not been the storyline that they wanted to stick with. I honestly believe that. I want y'all to think about this. Tish was going to school for 2 whole years, and we never, not once, heard about it.
Well, she on Instagram.
That was never mentioned.
Not on the show. Yeah. Okay.
Not once. Because I can remember saying, graduate from what? When she was talking about this girl got a whole, and I take that back. I think I may have heard about it, but the season was already, we were like in the middle of the third season. So, I mean, just to kind of put this in perspective, they filmed this particular show back to back to back to back with very little in between. How they cut up their season. They don't film just straight through like most people.
Right.
How they cut it up. So pretty much the entire time she's doing this show, we never know she's in school.
So, okay, so this episode made me feel sympathy for Martell, because the second time Marceau has said something slick at Martell's expense.
He did.
Yeah.
He said something like, and he wanted to make clear that Martell and them had nothing to do with how they make their money.
Yeah. Because he said he did commercial, which he just got his home builders. He just got what Martell can get. Marceau just passed whatever that thing is, so he can do that now. So I don't know, but anyway, so I guess now they're going to be doing residential and commercial. But 17 million. Do you all believe that he made 17 million?
I mean, he could have, but he didn't make it. I mean, he may have built $17 million worth
of
property.
stuff.
Worth of property.
That's how I saw it, because that stuff, that hotel, and the things that they actually built is on their website. But let's be clear, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
But that hotel alone is worth millions.
So, I mean, so in other words, you know, maybe that's why they haven't moved yet, which I think they're making from a financial aspect in their house. Mm-hmm. If they have sold $17 million worth of stuff, yet they ain't moved yet, that could be a good thing.
It's just like, I don't know the situation, but I wonder, even has he been project manager on these
some of those projects
versus
that could be. I didn't think about that.
Scope per se, because I mean, you can make a lot of money being a project manager.
Yeah,
it's not a small salary, especially on something like a hotel. We know it's in the six figures, easy.
Montique, I sent you a couple of pictures.
I got them. I'm looking.
The red one though. None of those are red beards, but you can see his eyes real good. No, I couldn't find it. But Stormy has pink hair. I figured that's interesting.
I saw that. Okay, I'll load these. What else do I have? Because I was thinking with the 17 million, and I feel like I don't know if he was trying to one up or try to make Courtney think that he and Tish was just as important. But every time Courtney was like, well, together we made 20 million. And he was like, well, I make 17 million by myself. And if we did it together, then I'd have half because we'd be divorced. It's stuff like that he says that diminishes, in my opinion, Tish's ability to do stuff with him. And I don't think a husband should do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but he's, I was about to say he's not the typical husband, but maybe he is the typical husband that wants to run the house and everybody within the house. But he's always a little smart mouth about his wife. Sometimes it's funny.
Cool.
More so.
But not all the time.
Yeah, I just think that when he says stuff like that, it makes her look like if she did stuff with him, he would fail. Like they couldn't work together. And Courtney was like, I wouldn't do anything without my wife. I just loved what he said. It was just refreshing and different from what the other people have said on this show.
And you kind of get the impression too that Stormy's idea have paved the way for them to really make some life-altering, place himself in a life-altering situation. And there should be, well, I'm sure she was making a product of doing that. I'm sure he hustled it. Like, I could see, because it looks like they built this together. It never felt like this is something she did while he was working at Amazon. I mean, and I'm not saying that disparagingly. I'm just saying, he working somewhere and she was doing this and he got too big. It could have been like that. And he got too big that they both had to work it. And then he got even bigger and that was their main income.
Because I think he must have used to play basketball, like professionally or something.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I think I heard that. Mm-hmm. I think he did play professionally.
Because somebody tried to, and they did this. They was trying to, because her mother responded. In one of the groups, somebody was like, well, she should have been able to do that because I think they was trying to help Destiny out. But she should have been able to do that because she had a husband who played professional basketball. So she had his salary to do all this and this and this. And I think that's why she did that rant and that story.
Oh, okay. Well, he was from the professional world, but I mean, I don't think from what we can see, anybody would be able to put Stormy down like she ain't been working her butt off, though.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I know she did that in her kitchen because that's been her starting story.
Yeah.
It was $800. That's what she started her business with.
I know she can come off a little hard, but I don't think anybody can say she just sat around and made money because her husband was already rich.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what they were trying to say. And that could be watching her thing. I love seeing the husband support his wife's dream. Yeah, we watched that Friday one. We thought that was pretty funny. She does a lot of little videos like that, kind of doing black shows and showing her serum in it.
I was about to say, was she doing that before she got on the show? Do y'all know? I
think she was.
Because I remember seeing hair videos before the show, but now she's doing a lot more. I guess they are still hair videos, but it's kind of like the Friday one, a little different than a regular hair video that you'd expect from a commercial. So, I mean, I like it. She's always doing something that seems to be out of the box a little bit.
I love it. So I agree, Marsha. Courtney speaks of their marriage as a true partnership.
Yeah.
But you have not really been able to see that on here.
And that's why I was saying can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. That was one of the reasons why I've been so excited. If y'all watch this blog, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, she really could be top dog on this show. Because like I said, regardless if this is happening, directly or inadvertently, Stormy is in a better position because she could mix a lot of business with meth. Just enough to keep us admiring her and enough to keep us watching her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think she would be a good mixture for that. I would like to see
I don't know about
the
that.
more flower child of her because I've seen some of her videos and they're in dark contrast to what we're seeing on this show. Like she's like Freddie from a different world. Like,
I don't know if she could run the show.
Right.
I don't know. Because she's
kind of hard.
I mean, she's kind of hardcore. I don't know. I think she would be able to run it comfortably if she's always getting people to accept her apologies or something. I can't explain it. I don't know. I think she would, if it's running exactly her way, maybe. But if somebody comes at her with something, I think things could go bad.
I mean, of course.
Yeah, that's anybody though.
Not the same way though. Anybody ain't standing up throwing chairs at her and stuff.
I don't know if this is because she isn't a main person. I would hope this wouldn't change, but she also showed humility. While I didn't initially get the Gucci.
Yeah, I had to explain that for y'all. Yeah.
Because she had to explain it to me after I was like a 10-minute rant, and then she was like, "No, Gucci means she cool." I said,
good.
Well, she would have to explain that with me. I wrote it in a note.
Me too. I needed to know. Shoot, I'm like, what does that mean?
Right.
And Destiny knew too. That's what I think. Destiny just wanted to be mad. But go ahead.
But that's humility. That's a form of humility.
But Joy,
I ain't really mad at you. And although I understand why Destiny questioned it at the time, because I would feel some kind of way of somebody who was essentially mocking me because I'm having financial troubles, and then to give me a Gucci.
But when did she mock her about financial troubles?
At the Galentine event for one.
What really ticked her off is when she said, "You need some help. You need your light bill paid."
She said something about is a code or something. The heat on.
I can't remember. It was
at the Galentine.
I didn't understand it until you told me.
This was right after she had told her that man don't talk about me to you.
And then she said, "Is your lights on?"
Exactly.
Or something. Yeah, I remember.
Something that and we knew it in real time because of what was happening online, because of those interviews that Destiny was doing over the summer. And Destiny admitted that she had already told the story that because Mel had mentioned that she had given her some money to pay her because the light notice or whatever was on the door.
Yeah, the lights. She said something like, "Is your lights on?" Or "Is the heat on?" Or she said something like that.
It was shady.
That is true. That's why
we don't talk about you, but I know you couldn't pay your utility bill. Okay.
So get a clue things that it was a low key cap. I don't think so.
That's why I said it felt some type of way. That's why I said she would have had to send me a note. I know this is an expensive gift, but I don't know if she would have had to say Gucci means we good.
So she had to write you a whole card.
Good. So please accept this as an apology. So she would have had to spell it out to me like that.
Okay, so let's talk about this Destiny thing. So let's go ahead and talk about the party, the peace party with the chicken dog.
Not the chicken dog.
Because Joy said it was the chicken.
Y'all sit up here arguing over something. What was it?
The wigs. They was arguing over Destiny's wig and Mel's wig.
Yeah, y'all sit up here arguing over wigs.
Yeah.
And this girl is crazy, a chicken in her head like a baby. And it was a dog. People keep
I thought the purse wasn't the purse in a box? It wasn't just a purse. It was a gift.
It was in a box. It was a small box.
Yeah.
It was a small Gucci purse.
Yeah. Anyway, so what was we saying? I lost it, Dory.
Oh, we was just talking about the chicken.
Oh, the chicken dog. Okay. The peace party. Let's get to it.
Oh, peace
So
party.
people come. I should have put that picture up. Okay. And what did Tish have on? Can somebody explain?
She always ready to fight. You're always.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice. What she?
I gotta find. Okay, I'm gonna send it to y'all. I got it. I'm gonna put it up. Her and Marceau love a white t-shirt and some distressed damn shorts. That is
like trainers. Mm-hmm.
That is their like couples outfit.
That's their ammo.
What is? And then she said, "Well, I thought we were going to be sitting on the ground. So you want to wear these booty shorts, sitting in the grass on the ground? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. But I feel like she came in with a good attitude. I feel like they did the toast and everything else. Yeah, she did. She looked like she was ready to fight. And then Destiny came with her cousin. Mm-hmm. Did they know her cousin? Did anybody know Destiny's cousin? It seemed like they did.
We met her at the store one time.
Oh, so we met her down the street around the corner. Mm-hmm. All right, so we kind of know her. Because I think Mel said hi to her, like, and hugged her, maybe, or did I just dream that?
No.
But anyway, so Destiny brought this person. What do y'all think about her bringing this person? Do y'all know what Destiny said happened? Do y'all want me to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna.
Okay.
What happened?
Well, go ahead and say it, Joy. Go ahead and say it. I'm gonna find this picture.
Said that her friend was there before there. She said I would never show up to somebody's house and not let them know I was bringing a guest. And she said her friend was there before she was.
Did she know her friend was going to be there?
Yeah, that's what she said. I would never come to somebody's house.
So who did she tell? Just production, maybe?
It must have. She had to tell story, and she said, "You think that extra thing was made for no reason?"
For no reason. I was waiting for you to say that. Yeah. She said, "Why do you think there was an extra seat?"
Yeah.
Who said that part?
Destiny. I think I sent in our group. I'll try to find it.
Well, I haven't read everything you guys have been sending back because y'all been talking about Candace.
So you just don't even want to talk about us. Okay.
Yeah. No. But wait a minute. What was I just saying? So never mind. Dory.
Candace distracted you.
Oh, I think I found it. I'm about to put it up. Okay, I'm about to put it in our group real quick. So what did y'all think about? Okay, let's talk about this while I put this up. People are thinking that her doing the sage is witchcraft. What do y'all think about that?
Well, I've tried that sage thing. Me and Jordan almost choked. What the hell? I don't think it's witchcraft, but she is from isn't she from where did they do all that Creole witchcraft?
Yeah, she's from Nigeria and
Stormy?
Oh, I thought we was talking, girl. I'm talking about Wendy. Girl, what
you done read the blogs and they done said she was cursed and you don't believe it. Okay, so this is what she said. So y'all really think it was an extra seat by chance? Demi was actually there before I was. Come on now.
That's not the first one. She had another one where she said, "You think I'm just gonna show up at somebody's house?"
Well, if she knew that, why was Stormy?
Oh, that might have been a different group then, or something.
I thought I shared that with y'all.
I'm looking. I don't see it.
Well, that's a group when she did it twice in a group. Okay. She did that, and that must have what made her tweet or put it on Instagram. One of them that
I'm gonna show Big Sexy while we trying to.
Oh, he does have light brown eyes.
Yeah, he does. Okay.
I like beards though.
I don't like a beard. I
love a beard. I think it has to be well trimmed, but I love it. And you know, he has that beard cream or whatever he be doing to his little face.
Oh, how you know all this, Kat? Are you stalking this man?
I'm sure no, you just asked me to go look at the pictures, so I went to his Instagram, and that's where they were.
I'm sure she makes something for the beard.
She does.
Yeah, they do. He has his own man line or whatever.
Yeah. Men used to ask me all the time to make something for their beards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what?
Say it again, Joy.
Oh, the bushy short.
Men used to ask me to make. I make shea butters. Remember, I told you I make a lotion. I also make a butter mix.
Okay, say beard.
His beard.
Oh, you are. Okay, so
I had a whole nother syllable. That's the St. Louis country
bird. That's the Bessemer coming out.
That's her. Like her.
There you go. That's what she had on.
Huh?
Oh yeah, she always ready to fight. I mean, you know what? We already know what side of the track she's from. I don't even get shocked anymore. But Stormy looks cute. Look at that little dress.
I thought all of them look nice, and then here come Tisha.
And then here come
Tish. Belly shirt and distressed jeans.
It was shiny, glow in the dark kid tennis shoes on.
Yes.
Probably belonged to her oldest daughter.
She said, all I knew is we was going to be in the backyard on the grass.
But who wants to sit on the grass in those
She wants to get
shorts?
red ant bites.
I was in the grass.
Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about this sage.
Oh, I don't think that's
you can't say you believe in God, but you sage. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
One has nothing to do with the other, at least for Tori, you might have to dial in and tell us about that. Because I use, but it ain't got nothing to do with God. My using sage is because I like the smell of it, and just in case it might kill out a couple of negative energies.
But everybody was saying that she used that it was the devil, like witchcraft. So somebody said, what was the point of inviting her cousin in the first place? What do y'all got to say about that?
So did Destiny invite her?
Yeah, Destiny invited her.
Oh, well, the purpose was, look here, the last time they were all in the room together, it was about to be bubblegum pop pants, Tisha, against these two, you know, what, the canvas hood rat and then Melanie the queen.
And also,
so she needed some backup.
So bad.
I agree with that, and I'll tell you why. She hasn't been privy to the conversation that Martell and all of them had. So she don't really know.
Yes, she does. Tish said when they had that conversation where they was cooking their own food, that the combat group got together and talked about. So yeah, we do like you, Destiny. Destiny is just rude and disrespectful for bringing the +1, especially when she's not really cool with Stormy. Plus, you could tell Stormy was a little pissed. She kept mentioning it. She can go.
No, that ain't fair, Miss Gucci, because remember, they weren't really cool, but she still showed up at Destiny's event, which is the reason Destiny was mad, because since we ain't real cool, why you here? Now you invite me to your house? I mean, come on.
But that was a parking lot versus a house, Callie.
Whose parking lot was it?
It wasn't Destiny's.
That's, as far as we know, that's where Destiny been living, because her house is up. I mean, I don't know. I'm just... You know what I'm saying?
I love it. See, yeah, I love it. That was wonderful. I'm sorry. My sister used to say all the time. She's pretty and spiteful. Oh, you better leave your sister alone.
Is she an Aries too, misbehaving? Because okay,
y'all know what? Y'all ain't right up in here. Hey, Angela. I have the Catholic Church uses sage. I've been to a Catholic funeral. They didn't use sage, but anyway. Sage is an energy, not a spirit. Okay, thank you, Antoinette. My Destiny back up, especially when she's... So do y'all think Destiny is aggressive? I keep seeing that. Do you think she's aggressive?
No, she's the most aggressive person, in my opinion, on the show is Stormy.
You think? Well,
girl, Stormy came in checking people with her eyesight. I mean, remember the way she looked at Tiffany?
She probably could be, but I definitely think what we've seen would fall with Destiny, because Destiny is like what they describe, what Jackie described, heavenly. She's that girl that just don't want to show any kind of vulnerability, and regular emotions like mad, angry. Be angry. And that's just emotional immaturity. It really is. It's an unfortunate situation for her age.
I think I might have missed the last part of your comment.
So you're saying Destiny, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Immature.
Yeah, I think she can be.
I like her. I actually really like Destiny, but it's just immature as a woman. Once you get to a certain age, you believe that you should be able to say that hurt me.
Right.
I just want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? All the time. It bothers me. It bothers me, and I see it a lot on reality TV. But I don't understand a woman over 40 not being able to say that hurt me. I don't understand it. Like, my feelings were hurt. I don't have to be overly angry with you in order or crying to be able to say that.
Destiny has a chip on her shoulder. She pops off quickly.
She does.
Who doesn't have a chip on their shoulder? So does Melody, so does Stormy. Only one that doesn't have a chip on their shoulder is Kimmy.
We should talk about that part first.
Yeah, I think we should talk about it when they did the Sage thing. We can kind of incorporate it.
Yeah.
Because and I have a question for y'all. So let me go find it.
I don't know. I know what the purpose of Sage is. I just think you either believe this or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Sin is sin. If you believe me lying to you, do I look cute today? And I say no. Is that any bigger of a lie than me sleeping with my neighbor's husband? I don't know.
No, sin is a sin.
It don't feel like it.
Right.
Think about the weight of morality, I guess, if you think about it like that. So burning some sage because you think it cleans your room is no different than you lying about why you was late this morning. Or you
right. I don't think anything's wrong with sage. I haven't done that.
I just don't think that. And I think that when people do things out of ignorance, I just don't know if you're going to be charged for them. I don't know.
So when you burn the sage, because when they burned the sage, they all had a mantra. So I wanted to ask you all, do you have a mantra, or what would your mantra be? Did you have one, anyone? Callie, I know you got one.
What you mean? I don't think I do.
Well, I have a petty. Mine is silly. Y'all don't have one? I'll tell y'all mine.
I mean, I do.
Go ahead, Joy, because I want mine to be not as bad.
Oh, mine. I don't. If I was writing something, I just would have put. I have to keep reminding myself that I'm near the second half of my real life.
Right.
So my thing is, your time is ticking. You keep on, kind of push some of those dreams that you think about.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so mine is, oh Lord, word on the street.
Oh Lord.
Is I am the moment who is pretty and petty and always stay ready.
Oh Lord. Did somebody use it?
That's all the housewives tag.
All of them.
I love Jesus. And I want protection, peace, good health, and wealth. That's my mantra. So you have, Callie, come on, give me something. You got something.
I really don't.
We're gonna get Callie a mantra. All right. So anyway, let's talk about Kimmy. What do y'all think about what she's going through with? So she said that she found a lump, and then she found another one on her lymph node.
I know she made me give myself a breast exam.
I did too. My breasts were hurting.
I did. I did. Like I straight up.
I did too.
But she said something that I didn't know. She was like, to find one lump is bad. Mm-hmm. To find a lump on top of a
lymph node
is a double whammy.
It's a
double whammy.
Right.
We don't know because it could be a cyst. We don't know what's going on. So we don't want to make any, but we want to pray for her, even though she already knows. So I don't even know unspoken prayer. But it could just be a cyst. It could be just a pocket. It could be some other stuff. So we're going to pray that that's what's happening.
And you know what I used to wonder? My girlfriend had one and she told me about it. We was both nervous. I straight up had to say, can I feel it? I just need to know what it felt like. It felt like a marble inside, like a straight up marble. That's what I remember. And I'm telling you, I was looking and squeezing it because it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Mia and her lies in a little while too, child.
Yeah, but it does sound like she might have lied a little bit, but I understand it. But
I got more lies she lied about though. We're gonna talk about that in a little while.
Woo,
child. Okay.
I like Huntsville. I liked it. I really liked seeing
let me show this.
Stormy at the head of this table.
Oh God.
I really did.
Antoinette, it might be personal. I want to ask you, with your sister who died of breast cancer, is that like in your family? Do you go get checked more because of that? Because I know some people they go ahead and have, is it a mastectomy? They go ahead and do it even if they don't.
Well, that's what my friend did.
Yeah, they just
her
go
sister
ahead.
died of breast cancer.
Yeah,
and her mother died of breast cancer. And so when she was diagnosed, she was just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
and she was real heavy chest. You know, you have a small girl.
Yeah.
When she cut hers off, they were off for a minute, and then they did her.
They put They're beautiful. That's why I was like, I would do it. Just cut them. They're beautiful. Yeah.
She looks so small.
You don't have the gene. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Oh, they have identified the gene?
They have a gene. You can go. And most people, if they have that gene, they just go ahead and the BRCA gene, they just go ahead and take them. But do you think Kimmy, at that moment, if you were Kimmy, would you have shared or would you just waited?
I would have shared what she shared. I mean, because you could tell she was definitely going through something. It was something serious, but she wasn't ready to say it all. Maybe, maybe Mia could have considered doing it that way.
Right.
You know what I kept thinking? This is why this show is really good. It was an authentic, real moment. And a lot of times we do see people talk about this journey on reality TV in the past as it's something that you're getting over. And you got to see, we're watching what really could happen and that time in between getting those tests and getting an answer.
And did you recall she said, I wasn't even going to film. She was like, I didn't want to go through this on film. Yeah. But then I thought I should. And I'm happy she did. I do feel like sometimes I'm in her life and I probably shouldn't be in parts of it. But then I'm grateful because some people are probably going through this and they see what it's
or could. And what's crazy is if the women are like me and you, they test themselves right there. What if a woman felt something like that day?
Girl, I did. I immediately was like,
she could easily,
seriously, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, her story could easily save somebody's life just to check and feel something.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it is.
I have cancer, been there. Oh, praying for everybody. So it's just really sad. So we hope she's going through it. So I'm about to be petty again. So
I'm sorry. Go back to that comment. What did Angela say?
Those are some of the hardest ways to speak to your family and friends. Yeah. You have cancer?
Yeah.
We're praying for you, Angela.
Yeah.
Praying for you. And you get all the treatment that you need.
Yeah.
I was going to say, is Destiny a punk for bringing her cousin? But should I ask that question?
No, she's not a punk. I mean, come on. If we're being really honest.
I'm just asking.
If we're being really honest, look how crunk Stormy got with her.
Well, Disney threw a chair at her. Kelly,
did Stormy stick her nose into business where it didn't need to be?
Yeah, but a chair.
Okay, so it don't matter if it was a chair or a truck. The fact is, yes, Destiny had every right to bring a little bit of backup because you don't know what kind of mood Stormy gonna be in.
But this is a peace party, Kelly. They was burning sage.
That's good to hear, Angela. This ain't no peace party. How many peace parties?
Called.
Okay, first we had a peace party, then we had a peace coffee session, then we had a peace tea session. What's up with all the peace outs? Just
now that I'm thinking about that, Sage, I wonder how they played on TV because this is the state of Alabama. Huntsville may look cultured, but them folks in the backwoods, like they probably did feel. I didn't even think about that because they're like Christian. That's what my daughter calls them. She said when she was in school in Huntsville, she said they're like uber Christian.
They're like for real. Okay, they're at the top. They up there with Jesus. Okay. And did y'all notice when they were giving their mantra? I'm telling y'all, Mel eats. She was giving her. She was chewing and saying it. I said these girls be eating.
Well, they said
was she eating?
Franchises eat on reality TV.
Scrubs. Yeah. They was eating. Tiffany had on her necklace sets, and it was not the best. Other than that,
Do they look like they steal from
paparazzi?
I don't even know.
Let me see if you can see it in this picture.
Oh,
you see it? You see her necklace?
But I like that dress. She looks real pretty. But yeah, she had on the. She probably had the matching purse too. We just couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to show y'all that.
What do
y'all think about
what's the name?
Paparazzi? $5 jewelry.
Paparazzi salesperson. Love her.
Honey, she got her meeting a quarter or whatever they have quota every month.
Wait a minute.
Callie, I know you're playing the advocate, so there will be conflicting views. Stormy isn't bad. She said,
she has her bad moments just like everybody else. You're right. Yeah.
Tiffany's getting better. She reads the comment. You okay?
But she was always a pretty girl. You can kind of tell she
said Claire's.
But did you think she was 33?
No.
She's 35 now. She just turned 35. She had a party.
But didn't you think she was 57 the first time you met her?
50. I did. And I thought she was
47, 49.
If I need backup, I'm not going.
But I mean, Kimmy,
I'm going
3 or 4.
Yeah, Kimmy looks good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kimmy looks good.
So let's talk about the I came, I saw, or whatever. I conquered, but that ain't the game. So when Tiffany said, "Is this Detroit?" Was she being smart? What y'all think about that?
Of course, that's her nature. It'd be interesting to hear a conversation with her where she's not being smart. That would probably stick out. I think it's her nature. She just has a sarcastic tone, and it's funny sometimes. I know Destiny was pissed, but I love that comment. Is this Detroit? I mean, Tiffany just shady. That was funny.
She's shady. So Tiff, did you all get this from this conversation? Tiff was like, "But we've had this conversation before about I saw your husband. I thought it was you. It was another woman, and Destiny knew it was Melnika." So in that moment, would it have been easier for Destiny to be like, "Yeah, we've already had this conversation. It was Melnika," instead of jumping up, running to the bathroom, causing a fit? Or is that just reality TV? They have to cause a fit?
No. The Destiny didn't do anything wrong. You mean on the initial meeting?
Yes.
I don't think she did anything wrong. She's hearing that her husband was somewhere with some woman she don't know nothing about. And Tiffany know dang on well that wasn't Destiny that she said hi to. She knows it was somebody else.
But they had the conversation before that.
Get up and walk away or stay and swing. Which
that was the second time they had talked about it, though. That was the first time she said that to her.
First or second?
Oh, you still swing?
We didn't know Melnika then. So even if she was explaining it, if that was Melnika, his friend, that's probably what she should have said. Mm-hmm. I don't understand what the issue is, why she wouldn't say it like that. Like, he was with so-and-so if she knew. Now, was she didn't know what she was talking. Well, she said they already had the conversation.
Yeah, they had the conversation before. It don't make sense. Because Tiff was like, "So I don't understand
why she wouldn't say, oh, that was his friend."
Yeah, she could have said, "As we already talked about it before."
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. Because honey, Destiny got up and was ready to fight. That makes sense about the Melnika post now. Destiny is a liar. What? She is a liar, but I think she just doesn't remember. Does that make you a liar if you don't remember?
It's so funny because Victoria have been calling her a liar since her first season.
Yeah.
But is this just the PPP stuff that Tori's thinks she's lying about, or literally everything?
Destiny overreacted. Do you think Destiny overreacts or feels like her being mad at Mel will give her a storyline on the show since she can't show anything else? Because who stays this mad?
What was she mad about?
I mean, she ain't even mad at her husband like she is at Mel. And he left her and tried to take her kid. Like, I don't understand. I mean, seriously. I need to quit talking.
Now, that's true, Latoria. I remember that.
Oh, Lord. What, did I miss anything?
It just doesn't make sense, the reaction. Unless I keep going back. I keep forgetting she already knew. I don't know. Maybe she thought it through. I just don't understand. It don't make no sense. I'm trying to make it make sense.
Yeah. It just don't make, and that's why Tiffany was like, "That's what I was saying. You know what I meant." I think she's just trying to stay. You think that who do you think Destiny's jealous of? Get a clue. Of everybody? Do you think that she sees everybody around her kind of thriving and she's at a low point right now? That can be hard to see. So
it could be.
Oh, Tori wants to get in.
Wait a minute. Antoinette said if she's that mad, she don't go. She's just not gonna go.
Stay on home. All right, go ahead, Misbehaving. I don't know where Tori went.
Stay home unless you got backup. Meet me there at 6.
Right.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies. How are you doing?
Good evening.
How are you?
Evening, Misbehaving.
I'm behaving tonight.
Oh.
Look, Destiny is a very beautiful woman. I believe that she hitched her cart to the wrong team. She was already friends with Martell. Martell and Melody were going through their issues, and she probably felt as if, let me hang with Martell and the Scots because Melody's not going to be here that long. Plus, the Scots have limited what they were willing to share on television. Now you have Tiffany and Big Lou. Hey, come on board. They're not willing.
Okay.
I mean, they're not willing to share everything that's going on to them because do you guys remember when they just went to the when they went to that couples retreat? And I believe, and I think I put it in here. Tiffany is a little passive aggressive, so this was a trip set up by Tisha, but her and Marceau weren't there, and I believe Tiffany used her working relationship not to attend the beginning of the couples therapy because she felt like, well, they're not here. Why do I need to be here? And there is quite possibly, I don't know, I'm just assuming, if no one is willing to share what's really going on in their lives, maybe there was an agreement about, okay, we're not going to talk about this. You're not going to say this because you have 4 Scots. You have Tiffany and her husband that are new on the outside. You have Melanie and Martell, which are not a united front. So it's like, who wants to be the odd person out?
I agree with that. I feel like with the Scott, I feel like they came in, and I'm saying this again, they came in this year wanting to take away the narrative of Marceau trying to make Tish look stupid. So they tried to make her appear to be a boss this time. And then they're kind of flipping it back and forth. But why don't they want to share their truth if they're on reality TV? Do y'all see a problem with that?
I would respect everybody more if they would share, whether it's good or bad. Everybody is not shining all the time.
Yeah,
I agree. What you got, Tori?
Oh shoot!
I just came to say, Kelly, I don't call that girl a liar just because of the PPP loan. I call her a liar because she is a liar.
But the last thing you said was about the PP. So give me the scoop. What's the scoop?
Destiny have lied about so many things and been caught in so many lies. It's ridiculous. I don't know why you haven't seen that. Even what little bit we know about her divorce with this man, she even lied about. I mean, everything.
What she lied about? What do you mean?
I told y'all this from the beginning. If she lied about something simple as a PPP loan and being on welfare, she'll lie about anything. That's what I came to say. She need to go. She's too aggressive. She nasty and mean for no reason, and I'm tired of her. She's a weirdo. Period.
So Latoya, I mean, but she's not being nasty and messy just because she wants to be nasty and messy. She's usually always, defending herself.
Okay, so what was the purpose of a backup at that place? Who she was backing up? Because a person like Destiny, who got all that mouth, that talk all that mess, what would she need backup for?
Maybe she probably
she needed them. She don't really know Stormy. Stormy came at her like a pit bull.
She did not.
Did y'all see how high in the sky Stormy jumped up from that Galentine table? I would have had to call Uncle PJ and them and been like, "Look,
you gonna call me from
to meet me down here on the corner." I mean, she don't know her like that. Also, she hasn't had a lot of positive image. I don't see anything wrong with bringing back stuff.
Brenda says Destiny looks pregnant. Do you all think Destiny looks pregnant?
Okay, so not in this week's episode, but I did watch a video of her earlier, and I thought the same thing. I said, "Is she pregnant?" She did look like maybe. Yeah, she had like a little thing sticking out.
I hope not.
A lot of people are thinking she's pregnant because she's hot in her stomach. She might just be a little bloated.
Right.
But I do think Destiny's a liar. I mean, she lies about she bad at telephone. One of the two, she's horrible. Even her own telephone, I don't want her to ever tell a story. If I'm in the room and we talked about something, I don't want her to go back and tell somebody what I said because she is going to lie. So no.
Can I ask this, ladies? Do you guys think? Because I think, her ex-husband is friends with Marceau and Martell and them.
Mm-hmm.
And she really couldn't speak up and say anything because then they would isolate her. She would be on the outside. She wasn't able to share her story. Do you think?
Well, didn't they have a, what do you call it, NDA where she couldn't talk about it? Joy, was that where Destiny's husband told her she couldn't talk about him on the show? Wasn't that what happened?
They can't even mention his name on the show. He
Yeah.
NDA to the show.
But I think that's a bunch of crap then, because if you got an NDA, that should be no matter where you go, you shouldn't be talking about him.
Well, she was talking about him on the blog.
She wasn't though. If you pay attention, well, I ain't gonna say. Let me not say it like that.
No, go ahead. I wasn't offended.
Okay.
I'm intelligent.
Maybe I pay too much attention. She's very careful about her wording. She talks about things that was done to her, but she doesn't necessarily say his name. So she'll say something like, well, I received such and such papers on such and such.
Latoria.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So she doesn't say, my husband served me papers on such and such a day.
Yeah.
She just tells you. She's very careful with her words.
No, I understand that, but the things that she is careful saying, I mean, it's nothing that would put him in a negative light per se. Like nothing.
Right. She doesn't. She said, I heard her saying one day on one interview, she went from telling stories about, that you kind of get the impression, did we talk about this on this show?
Yeah, that he was a hard working at the Bowen and then he did
he had like but see, all that's
good. Not just that there was a part of her story where she said he wouldn't even take the baby while she took a shower. That she couldn't even take a shower.
Put the baby in a car seat while you take a shower. A hard working
that
man.
wasn't it.
A boppy.
People were speculating about why he was doing it.
Yeah, why do you think he would have done
Why was he doing that?
We didn't have that conversation.
I don't remember that part.
Conversation in my head. That's why I didn't know if I.
Why wouldn't he do it?
There was a rumor.
Oh, until he got the DNA.
I didn't even say that. You heard me say a rumor.
Oh, because he didn't. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like paternity?
Yeah.
Okay. Does this have anything to do with her St. Louis connection?
Y'all, we had this conversation.
No.
You be in too many groups. That's what happened.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
If this is a man, I'm not talking about anybody. Let me be clear.
I ain't never heard that.
In general. Just think about it like this. A man in general who had his first son. Why would they not want to be with a brand new infant son?
Yeah.
So there was a argument that's why it was so contentious. That there is a whole lot to this story. I could have sworn we had this conversation.
Girl, we need a whole other damn show.
I've never even heard that rumor before.
Yeah. I thought, girl, I think I had this conversation with, because I'm literally hearing this
in the group. You done argue with somebody in the group.
Joy, you in a lot of groups.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I can't.
So she said she lied on that man and she was cheating on that man. Tori, do y'all know
she lied on him about?
Yeah. So
we might need to have
that's what
a Destiny call.
Not an old school hoe like Wanda. That's why they get along.
But anyway, here's the thing. It was proven to be false.
Oh, so they did have a DNA test.
Well, you know that because
and
because
so
he was talking about getting
but I
custody.
don't know if
So she's now taking baths on the regular, and he's around. That's good.
It kind
No.
of wait a minute. One of the things that I argued in this conversation, then why was he fighting for custody?
Destiny, baby, daddy.
Before he
Right.
even
Let me swallow money.
Oh,
So do
I
you
don't
think?
know, y'all. I'm in shock. So
Oh yeah, he's very well educated. He works at Boeing. She said that he is one of the hardest. She said this about him, and that's what I finished the other half.
That's what I can't
He
understand.
was
How
the
you got
hardest
that
working
right?
man she knew. That he went to Boeing every morning. Before he used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do the meat for the restaurant because their family owns a restaurant. Then he would go to Boeing, work a full-hour shift, and go by the store. Like he wasn't and it ain't no bad job at Boeing.
he wasn't no simp.
You can sweep floors and make a good.
What happened with them? Because I mean, wouldn't you want to keep him?
Yeah, maybe
You
he
kinda
wasn't.
get
Well, I think she did want to keep him. His mama maybe didn't.
Yeah, his mom and them couldn't stand her. One of the questions in the interview she had was, they asked her something about, helping with the business. He said that was a business he had already had, and their family run. And you kind of get the impression that her mama didn't like it at all.
So why did his mama not like her? Was it her attitude?
Who you asking? If she liked that, yeah.
And they were married for such a short time.
But they dated for like 5 years. That this wasn't but she did say like at one point she had moved.
That is a good point.
Live there, and then she went to Tennessee. She was in Nashville.
So she was. I don't know if she really said. She did say she was on welfare. What did she say?
She didn't say. She said that.
Latoya said that.
He said the word assistance.
Getting some food stamps.
He said the word assistance.
But if her husband or ex is making that much money, can she still get that?
She said that she didn't get any. Their agreement when they were separated was he paid the house note.
The one that she's rumored to have now lost?
Right.
That's
that
what
don't make no sense to me.
She did not say she was on no welfare.
I'm gonna have to go listen to that.
No, she didn't. She used the word assistance.
Take a second out your time.
We got 20 people now, Tori. We had 25 for a minute. I think we've been on for an hour. So y'all, I want anything else, y'all, before we go to Potomac?
No, we might have to pick up on this Destiny thing. We need to do some research.
I know. I didn't know about this, Joy. I really feel like we got to talk about this next week.
Yeah.
Who I had this guy? I got
Hey, ladies, can you title it "Saving Destiny"?
Oh yes,
it's Callie, Captain Saving Destiny.
Callie, Saving Destiny.
Are you a Captain Saving Destiny?
I love this.
If she's in the middle of a bad storm, I am.
Oh, okay. So, y'all, we're about to get off of here. We want you all to come back. We got a lot to say about Potomac. If you want to find out anything about Chatter Up, here's our QR code. Take your phone, scan this with your QR reader, and you'll find everything Chatter Up, our podcast, our TikTok, and our Instagrams, and all of that stuff is. All right, y'all, you ready to piece it out? Hey, give us 2 minutes. We'll be back for Potomac, and we got lots to say.
Oh, boy.
All right.